Yeah. I mean, I had an ethics quiz right after dynamic storms. Yeah, so I was kind of brain dead after all that equations.
Yeah. What is ethics for? What class? What is it?
It's one of the prerequisites.
Really?
Yeah, it's I forgot what it is.
That's news to me.
But
apparently, maybe I took that a long time ago. I didn't know. Do we all need to take ethics?
It's not a requirement for a meteorology major. Oh. It's one of the general prerequisites.
Oh, it's a gen ed. Okay. Yeah, I must have taken it long.
I should have just said gen ed.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I know.
We got there eventually.
Yeah, exactly. We figured out what it was. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Weather World CC, and this is the second episode of The Cube. I'm Charles. Good to see everyone again.
I'm Elise.
This is Elise, one of my classmates here. We're here just to hang out and talk about what's going on in our world today here at the College SUNY Brockport, and maybe get into some other fun stuff as well. But yeah, that's interesting. I had a interesting day regarding a class project I had with media performance.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah. We had to go over our voiceovers that we had to read a story for a children's book. Oh, yeah. So we had to do all different voices, and it was called The Three Billy Goats Gruff.
Oh.
So we had to do voices like this and do voices like that and big old bad troll. It was a little ridiculous, but it was interesting because we had to sit there and critique each other with it, and it was a little rough to hear my own voice, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I really heard my voice with the presentations last semester.
Just like that.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, much better.
I couldn't really hear myself in the presentation from last semester, but I remember just anything of hearing my voice. It's just like, eh.
I feel the same way. I think a lot of people are like that. That's what they at least say in media performances. Most people just hate the sound of their own voice.
Yeah.
And I definitely am one of those people. I cannot stand the sound of my voice.
Especially because on recordings, it's different than what you think you sound like. Mm-hmm. So,
which makes you think, do you really sound like the way you think you do when you're talking in real life? Or do you actually sound like the way you do on an audio recording?
Yeah.
You know, which one is it actually? It's a tough answer and a tough question to kind of come up with. Tough answer to come up with a tough question. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But yeah, I like how things are going this semester, at least pace-wise. It wasn't like last semester where it was completely overwhelming with, we had the writing project, research paper. Mm-hmm. I think that made it a lot more tougher last semester. I don't know what you think, but
yeah, I mean, I can't speak for myself. I failed that.
You did?
Yeah, I wasn't getting back grades.
What?
So, and I never got feedback for my final paper.
Really?
Yeah. So I was kind of just winging it. So I got to take that again at some point, but which I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, that was the one thing I have to say I didn't like about that class was we didn't really get back feedback on the papers right away. Mm-hmm. And that's what made it really difficult to see how you're doing in the class and writing and all that. Yeah, I found that very frustrating with that class. Very, very frustrating. But that stinks.
Yeah.
That stinks. Do you have to do are you doing it next semester then?
That's what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
There's a couple classes that I just either didn't take when I was supposed to, just because my schedule was already real busy and for mental health reasons.
I feel that. I have mental health problems sometimes too. So, we all do. We're human beings.
Yeah. So I got a few classes. I'm stuck an extra semester anyway. So.
I mean, so am I. I was a whole another year. I thought I was going to be done this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Whoops on that one. But I'll be here for a whole nother year, and that's okay for me. I will be all right with that one because I have tons of fun extracurricular stuff to do, like the club and which I'm excited about because the project that we're working on, the NASA project.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
That should be it'll be really good. It'll be a really fun project to work on, especially like you did the weather ballooning too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get to go over that data, which will be a good time to kind of look at and compare the differences. And what we're trying to do, I should say, I'm kind of getting all over the place.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do with the whole project is basically compare the lapse rates of like a normal day in like April without the eclipse, and then with the eclipse. And I don't know, it should be easy for us to do.
Yeah.
And
Theoretically,
yes, because in actuality, we have to use Python.
Yeah.
I'm not the best with Python, or at least remembering all of the small little prompts and codes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up some old files.
Well, I'm going for this project. Don't tell anybody, people, but I'm gonna probably pull up our old lab on how to make a SQT
Mhm.
and then utilize that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it'd probably be a lot easier.
Mhm.
At least that aspect. I asked Jackie if because she's like she's doing the whole programming stuff.
Oh, nice.
She's like in the advanced computer programming, I guess.
Hmm.
And I'm like, how do you feel about working on Python? She's like, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, why are you doing the computer programming class? It's funny. And she's like, I don't think I just should do that. I'm like, all right, well then, I don't know. Just figured you'd be the best one since you're into it. Her and Doug are into it, but they just, I don't know if they're not confident in it or.
Yeah, I mean, could be a multitude, busyness and stuff.
It wasn't my best class.
Yeah, mine neither.
Yeah, that was
I remember I one day spent like the first half hour of the lab itself just trying to figure out what my error was.
Oh god, yeah, that's what I hate too. And the errors just you don't know which way to go or what little small comma or.
Yeah, and then everybody else is having trouble, and God bless Casey, for going through our scripts.
I was gonna say going through each one of our scripts with a giant line of people sitting there for half an hour trying to fix each one of our scripts. He taught himself all that.
He did?
Yeah, he did not take a class like we did.
Wow.
I guess when he learned, it was kind of like still up and coming, I guess. And it was a teach your own kind of thing. So I find that I got to commend him a lot.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever tried using Python, MATLAB, or anything of the sort, especially like, even though I think Python's a little easier than MATLAB, it's complicated, especially with weather programming. It's definitely the hardest kind of programming, at least in my head, and it's probably really easy to most people. However, it's not my forte.
Yeah.
It's not my thing to really do. At least I would rather be outside in front of the storms or.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah. But I realize now, like, that we have in our like major, there's a lot of like different subcategories of meteorology and like the different things that you can go into.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say I really like the broadcasting side so much, as in like I don't like the whole how it is with the like mainstream media, I guess.
Yeah.
I hear the nightmares that Victoria is going through right now. I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to do that. I don't mind doing something like this,
Yeah.
which kind of helps a little bit. But why am I so why am I laggy? I don't know why. But I find it very interesting how many different sects that there are of meteorology when it comes to just beyond the broadcaster and
it's before going into meteorology, you have no idea just how big it is.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just basically guy goes up on TV, goes behind the green screen. Hey, this is this. It looks like some sun here and some rain here. But I kind of like I really like I kind of like storm dynamics, and I like learning more about the structure of storms and
Mhm.
how they are forming, and it's more of my forte with the severe, so it kind
Yeah.
of keeps me paying attention.
Hmm.
Dynamic on the
Yeah.
other hand, how do you feel about dynamic meteorology?
Well,
Tell me about it.
as far as I'm going, literally just started to finally click and process partial derivatives this semester. So,
Partial derivatives are partially not fun.
but besides that, I mean, like so far it's not too bad.
Mhm.
I'm a little worried though for the first test. I mean, doc tests are always
Yeah.
rough, but
Doc tests are the hardest tests known to man.
yeah. I mean, I've seen some of the underclassmen saying how they've taken so many different tests and nothing compares to docs.
I would say nothing does
Mhm.
compare to docs. I think docs mathematical problems are harder than going and taking a calculus final. some of the real deep thinking,
Mhm.
but he means well. And
Yeah.
it's a, you know.
It's good information, good stuff too.
Yeah, and like I guess like dynamic meteorology is not as it's like math heavy, I guess in the beginning is what he was saying.
Hmm.
And then when you get a little further into it, like through the semester, it becomes more
Weather related.
weather related, physical meteorology. Because like I thought we were gonna be more like right off the bat learning about like dynamic storms, like
Yeah.
dynamic winter storms. Because I don't know what I mean. I guess what qualifies that as a dynamic storm qualified is like having all of the different factors of precipitation in them.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that's all that qualifies them to be a dynamic storm.
Mm.
You know, we know that there's bomb cyclones that bomb out a certain amount of pressure and
Yeah.
certain amount of time. But in the wintertime, because in the media, they have named winter storms, which
Yeah.
are dynamic winter storms. So hopefully we're going to learn about the mystery on why they name winter storms
Yeah.
like hurricanes, because I don't know why we personify these storms.
And I mean, from our perspective, I mean, we're in New York. We're kind of used to the snow,
Yeah.
and most of the big storms, I mean, like, are just typically what we see in Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the first winter, I guess, that we've had in I would say 5 years, 6 years now.
Mhm.
Here, at least in this area. I'm gonna pull up the weather map real quick. I'll do that, and people show the weather map to everyone. Why are you being so laggy? Oh no, it's frozen. No. Oh, it's still recording though. It's cool. I just can't access anything else. So, oh, there it goes. All right, back up and running. I'm just gonna put that up there so you can look at the weather map if it decides to pop up. Oh, it should be sharing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, forget about that weather map because I don't know if it's sharing or not, so I'll just stop the sharing. I was gonna go over some of the little bit of the weather that's been going on here and share a little bit of my insight, and then you get some of your insight too. Oh, so you have to ensure permission and try again. So when is that the case? I already had permission. That's a weird message. That's weird because I have permission. Let me just try one more time. But I find that this winter has been definitely a very, very interesting winter so far.
Definitely.
Compared to how we've had the rest of our winters. Oh, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Switch. Switch, you can do it. Give me the map. Give me the map. Show me the map.
Yeah.
There it is, the weather map. It's up. I'm excited. Yeah, so it's very interesting that we're kind of getting these like late or mid-February, late February strong winter storms now. So I don't know what your thoughts are, but I feel like that we're going to have an extended winter this year.
Yeah.
Past, the first day of spring.
Hmm.
I don't know what you think, but I really believe that we might have a little bit of an extended winter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's definitely looking that way.
Yeah, especially with we're having a cold outbreak coming up soon. I have to say, so what you guys are looking at here is Pivotal Weather. It one of the many weather tools that we can use. And lately, over the past few days, since I constantly looking at the weather, the models have been completely all over the place to the point that I would say almost every 2-3 hours it changes. So I am very interested right now in the cold to see if it's really going to come down as far as they say it's going to. And from what I saw 3-4 hours ago, it looked like it was going to make it all the way to Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, which means my dad won't be happy. He'll be calling me up, blaming me for the cold weather. What the heck? You said it was going to be warm. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty chilly. So I wonder if we're going to hit negatives. They said we're going to get single digits. This is what, man, Monday next week, Tuesday coming in. Tuesday, digit day. Ooh, Wednesday, only in the teens. Hold on.
Not looking forward to that. I close on Wednesdays.
Outside?
Not outside, but
that's good.
I have to go get carts and stuff, and
oof, yeah.
that
I work
part's
outside
nothing.
in ballet, so I
Oh yeah, that sucks.
yeah, I feel your pain. What was cool is that yesterday it was so dead because the storm was coming in. Like everybody, I had like a whole bunch of customers still, but I got there at like 4:30, and next thing I know, I look at my like phone. It's like, holy shit, I have like no cars left. Excuse my language, but I have no cars left. And I look at the phone. It was 6:30. Normally, it's pretty busy because it's a casino. But it was whiteout conditions, so it was great. So I popped on my phone and decided to share with the world what was going on with the storm for a little bit.
Nice.
And then I found it amazing that 4 customers came in a row to come in to valet and gamble. And one person said to me, I didn't know it was going to snow. I go, where have you been for the past 4 hours? She goes, I just came from another casino. And I'm like, oh, well, then that would explain that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely no sensory on what's going on in the outside world at the moment. It's going to be negative 23, Minnesota, Montana. I don't know if that's accurate. I really don't know if that's accurate, by the way, because this is,
way out.
Yeah. I mean, it's midweek, but I think these things change too much.
Yeah.
But that's not good. I'm definitely going to get a phone call from my dad. Dad, you're going to call me. You're going to call me in like a week or so. And you're going to be upset. He does listen to this, so, he'll be upset and be like, blaming it on me. You said it was going to be this. Well, now I'm giving you a heads up. There's a possibility that it's going to be cold in Florida coming up soon. It won't snow like it did last time, but who knows? It could. Look at this. That's pretty. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
The lizards, man. I'm worried about those lizards and alligators. They're going to freeze up. And
have you seen the videos of like the iguanas and stuff just dropping from the trees?
Out the trees?
Just flat.
Yeah. It's so funny. We went to, when I was 21, we went to Disney World. And it was just one. It was super cold in the morning, and it hit like freezing level. And I went for a jog like maybe an hour or two after it started to warm up. And I'm running, and I saw 3 like those little tiny anoles or whatever.
Anoles, yeah.
Yeah, fall out the tree. And I was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And they weren't moving. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, is there like a plague going on or something like that? And I didn't know at the time that that's what it did to reptiles.
Oh, yeah.
That sleep stasis or whatever. But yeah, they don't wake up, I don't think, when they fall.
Yeah, I don't think so, as far as my reptile knowledge is.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do know that when you do freeze spiders, and then you can take them out of take them out of the freezer years later, they'll come right back alive. I got a spider in my
That's
freezer.
the first time I've really.
Mm-hmm. It was a big one too, and I fact. And I plan on one day letting him out and seeing if he comes back alive, because I heard that that's a true statement, and I did it once with a fly, so I'm assuming it works with a spider as well.
Oh, you'll see eventually.
I will when I decide to let him out. I'm gonna. It was a very interesting looking spider too. That's the main reason I saved it was because I was originally going to bring it to the entomology department down there. At it, and then I was like, so now I have them for whenever I want to unfreeze them, I guess. I'm saying that some of these have really changed a lot. So like literally yesterday I looked at it and it wasn't this cold, and it's just getting cold, which makes me think that it's going to be colder and colder and colder for the next. I'm going to look at the polar vortex really quick. I'm going to share everybody with you the polar vortex. This is not a good view of the polar vortex. Get a continental view of the polar vortex. Let's see if the cold's actually going to hang out for a long time. There's the polar vortex. It's a weak polar vortex. Not a strong one, but a weak one, because it is not tightly bound to the North Pole. Even people believe that a strong polar vortex is happening when it's supposed to be tightening up. It looks like it might. That's a giant. Hi. There's the cold dip.
Mm.
Yeah, cold's gonna be here for a minute. Cold is gonna be here for a minute. Definitely. That stinks.
Well, this winter actually has been getting into winter weather a lot more, though, too.
Oh, like forecasting wise?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I guess I've been more definitely into a lot of the winter weather this past year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the first real cold winter. I've been able to do some fun little winter kind of experiments, if you want.
Yeah, you can measure snow, just trace amounts.
Yeah, it's a lot of snow actually. We have a creek that in the summertime it pretty much dries up. It's like a drainage area. But when we have these good winters, Lake Charles becomes up and running to where it's, I got a good 2 foot deep kind of lake basically in the middle of my yard, and it'll stay there till the summertime.
I think I remember a couple of years ago you were showing us pictures of that.
Yeah, how big it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still haven't gotten the flag to put in the middle to claim it as my land. So I don't know if they would appreciate that at my complex, but I mean, it is Lake Charles. It does need a name. Mm-hmm. It does need a flag to claim it. But I really have been enjoying some of my science experiments because I've been doing some ridiculous things on the cold days. Mm-hmm. You take a boiling pot of hot water. Oh, yeah. You make instant snow and clouds and stuff. It's pretty fun. I tried to really actually precipitate really, and it did a little bit. Like I threw it and it went up, and then when I watched the cloud go up, you could see a little tiny bit of snowflakes fall down. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. But it didn't do what I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be much colder though.
Yeah, I think it has to be like in the negatives to really do like the whole instant precipitation.
Yeah.
It's I was gonna say it has to be the auto-convective lapse rate, but that's not right. That's just, it has to be probably much higher than that, to be honest, for it to change so quickly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I am actually surprised that it's not snowing harder at the moment.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not either because travel won't be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they were worried about, like Matt was saying, it might insta freeze some stuff, and I mean, it dropped pretty quickly. But I think they have enough rock salt out there, so it won't be sliding around everywhere. Because that is the worst.
I take back roads.
Back roads?
Yeah.
That's why it takes you forever to get
Yeah.
home. That's why it takes you forever.
Yeah.
Where do you go? You take 19 or? Yeah. I like, you go up to like Hamlin Beach and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Hamlin Beach.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're trying to, in the summer, well, not the summer, but towards the end of the semester, do a little trip up there.
Oh, nice.
All of us, if we can,
Mm-hmm.
or at least get as many of us as we can to go up there, which will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Hamlin Beach in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very nice beach because it's better than going to Duran or Charlotte.
Yeah.
Where it's completely overcrowded and not the best crowd of people sometimes. Not always the nicest people always there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take a look and see what's going on. The X space here real quick. So I want to look up to see. We're going to do something fun here. We're going to see what stuff from Noah are actually canceled. Because I find it very funny that Doctor today, he's like, well, it's like, I'm like, they definitely might, because we started line 2 unexpected. There it is. Is that Bill Clinton? That's Bill Clinton and Al Gore. Hold on, I want to see what they're saying. Huh? America. Ignore that. I hear that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's the one who. Well, Bill Clinton and Al Gore are the ones who created the first government of efficiency or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
They just renamed it recently, so that's why I find it very funny that like right now there's all these rumors going on about school funding being cut and our department, meteorology and the NOAA and all of the different platforms and accessibility to like having scientific data, especially when it comes to the climate.
Yeah.
Like, I get that some of the stuff is going to not be there, but I really haven't looked into it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Which, should we do it right now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, why not? So we're gonna look. We're gonna take a look here because according to the Office of Government Efficiency here, DOGE, there are things in NOAA that don't exist anymore. And to be honest with you, it is very possible that some things might be shut down and some things might be down for a little bit. But I don't think everything is going to be down for ever. An official website of the United States government. See how you know. Because Scott.gov. That's the only thing I can think of. So let's really see if everything is out of here. Let's see. We'll check with weather first. This is just one NOAA product. Wait, what did that say? I saw that warning there. That was propaganda, I think. Let's see. Means I'm safely connected. Thank you, U.S. government. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that one. So, what did they say? What is it that everyone's saying that's like not available for or from NOAA right now? Do you know?
I'm not sure if I'm being honest.
Let's just take a look, see if it's charting. It's like, okay, so Dr. Richards said that a lot of like the radar products and stuff aren't there anymore, and a lot of like this, like the charts and all of that. There's no way to access any of these things. However, I just got on right away. So let's see what else can I click on here that listen to. Oh, authors of Coast Survey site. Let's see. Is that still up and running? Looks like it's up and running to me. Let's see if we have some charts that I could. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, custom chart app. See if that's available still. Because if that's not available, then I completely agree with the conspiracy. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding. Oh, look at that. It works. Look at that. There's one product that works. You can get that one off the list. Look at that. Step by step. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we have that. It's the custom. That's good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Want to go back real quick. I need to see if they updated the Gulf. It says Gulf of Mexico State. I just wanted to see if it said Gulf of America. Oh, that's funny. Wait. Yeah, that's funny. Because some of the maps and stuff there say Gulf.
Some are updating, some aren't.
Some say Gulf of America, some don't. And I just think that some people don't really care. And that's okay, because I think it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's the same thing either way. So
that's exactly it. And I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, it does kind of make sense only because of the fact that we own most of the Gulf. Like, we own, I think, the majority of the coastline, like up to like almost like 25 miles, I think, up to their coastline. So, I mean, we have oil rigs, oil tankers. Let's see what's available. Data, external source data, tools and apps, data management. Let's see. I should just go through every link and see. Look, we got data here. So if I want to see, let's get some geospatial data. Oh wait, that's an act. Never mind. Let's try environmental data framework. Is this going to pull up? Oh, information's completely handy. Okay. So that's good. I don't really know what's down with maybe their climate. We know the president doesn't like climate change. Let's see. Let's see if anything. Let's see. Climatology. It's gonna probably pull up NOAA. I spelled that wrong. Maybe if I spelled it right. That was really bad spelling.
climatology.
Climatology. It's a new climatology. It's climatology, folks. And I'm a meteorologist. Okay, let's see. No, I really don't think that there's anything missing right now. Let's see, where is the... Oh, man, I'm trying to think what I could pick here that'll... I think everything's USA ID. Look at that. That's in partnership. That's probably why that these things are shut down. USA Aid or USA ID. Oh, I think we found one that's shut down.
Wow.
Hey, that's the one that's shut down, but that's USA ID, which is not NOAA. There's a reason why that one's shut down. So let's try another NOAA link and just see if anything from NOAA is missing. What's JOF? Joint Agricultural Weather Facility. See how that one popped up right away? I don't I don't really know. So you can find them weekly and see if they messed up the farming stuff. See if farmers are out. Uh-oh. Nope. Farmers have their weekly bulletin still. They're getting that. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good for the heartland. Oh, we're all going to starve this season. No. They're not getting any. I'm just kidding. They're just not going to have any rain this week. What is snow depths? And we're getting there. Apparently, the next storm that's supposed to come through, we're supposed to get like almost a foot.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Adirondacks and, Syracuse, like east of Syracuse is going to be like 3 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. But who knows? That could all change.
Yep.
So that's interesting. That one works. USAID don't work. That one makes complete sense why that doesn't work. I don't know why they have a link to that on here for.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd think they'd update the main website.
Right.
If they removed anything, but
I don't think anything's really removed NOAA-wise. I mean, I'm going to look at more of their products here. Let's see. Outlook products. Let's see. We got some Outlook products. Those are available. I just want to see if there's one thing that's under the NOAA label that is not accessible for us, because I am being told this every day now that we are not able to access certain data and products. And the only data and product I have been able to find that is non-accessible so far is USAID, which, okay, these are all available. Let's just take a look. We'll just take a look at the Madden-Julian oscillation here. That came right up. I don't know, these tools look like they're all with the agenda of climate change. So, you figure the orange man would have taken that one out by now. I don't know. Oh, let's try global. Maybe this is missing. I'm sure there's got to be something missing that oh no. See? And I'm trying to really find something that's I'm really trying to find something that's actually missing so I can give benefit of the doubt to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm being told constantly that nothing comes up.
If not, we gotta write like a formal paper to the professor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know what your political views are. I'm not trying to get political by any means, but a common sense person would just do 5 minutes of research, when they hear something's gonna, happen. And
that's one thing I'm definitely all about is don't trust the first resource.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a multitude for a reason.
Yep. And there are things that I will be like, oh yeah, that seems completely believable. But then I'll look it up just for the hell of it. And then it's completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like sometimes maybe it's the way that people present things. They could be very, very believable. Mm-hmm. Mainstream media nowadays, they're a real good acting class on distorting the truth. But just doing 5 minutes. Oh, there's one. We got one. There is some truth behind it. I'm so happy. Reload. Yep. Okay. There is some validation to that, folks. Mm-hmm. We have validation that there is actually some NOAA things missing. National, that was Regional Climatological Center, Office of Research and Application, applying satellite information to improve climate forecasts. What? Wait. Oh, attackers. Oh, okay, let's see. I want to get attacked. Let's see. Oh, that's another one too. Look at that. Oh, this is the one, CloudFront. Yeah. This is the one that Richards was talking about not being available. Yeah. Okay. So there is some concerns. Definitely some concerns with that. However, yeah. Yep. That's okay. I feel like all that stuff's gonna come back, to be honest.
Hopefully, at least.
I my own personal thoughts with it is that whatever he thinks is going on agenda wise, behind the scenes with the whole whatever they want to call it, deep state or whoever's, I get where he's coming from, taking down some of the applications maybe to revamp them, but I don't think we're going to lose the products. I think that they will come back over time. I think that maybe just some of the information on there or whatever the case is, I don't know. I just feel like that. Let's see if this comes up. Environmental Modeling Center. I just feel like that there's a little bit of overhyping when it comes to what the Trumpster is currently doing in office.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the aerosols. But things are coming. Most of the things are coming up. I mean, look, I was able to even pull up this. Oh, this is a long time ago. Wire server. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. Upgrading the GFS. That's cool. So let's see if they have recent. Which I was reading, though, that because I don't even know how it's going to affect us, but like, you know, we get the federal Pell Grants and stuff. That might,
Yeah, that worries me a little bit, especially because I rely on it.
Yeah, you and me both, and definitely don't agree with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to put a lot more, I guess, financial pressure on the states, I guess, really, to get the aid out there. So I don't really know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Which that one worries me a little bit too, to be very, very frank with you. I was reading too that they were saying something about the like sites to like sign up for your loans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I found very interesting. That like normally you go on to like I think it's what studentaid.gov, right, to sign up for your federal student aid, and they're like, well, without having that website, it's allowing private like student loan companies or banks to come into the marketplace and take advantage of people. And I'm like, well, it's possible, but there's a whole bunch of laws that like prevent that stuff from happening. I had a private loan through like a private loan server back a long time ago when I first went to school in a galaxy far, far away. And I definitely, that private loan definitely sticks with you a lot more. You can't be like loan forgiveness or anything like that. So maybe that's like kind of where they're going with it, because like they can't like adjust the rates or anything. However, I get it at the same time a little bit. Like we get a lot of, they give us a lot of extra money, you know, which is helpful, you know, and it's good for books, supplies, school, you know, everything that you may need for the semester. But I think like the way you can reduce the cost is to reduce the cost of actually going to school.
Yeah.
You know? But I just think that that's a long topic that I don't want to touch and get into at all. I just want to make sure I can finish my last year of school with getting the money I need to get myself through it.
Understandable.
Yeah, but I actually was surprised that we found some stuff. There is actually some stuff that doesn't exist right now. So I will have to actually give Doc and Dr. Richards on that one for letting us know that GSI analysis code. See, I apparently can't get like some of like the like codes and stuff. So like if you want to like build off of something that someone may have done like with Python or anything, you can't get any of the like the text files. That's what, to kind of like continue off of that. And I'm just wondering, see if it's gonna. See, but all the regular radar products and stuff are here. I don't really know how much it's gonna affect us, I guess, really, in the long run. I guess, you know, Doc's concern too was like the data, like storing data. And apparently all of the computers that are in here and some sort of box somewhere in here, it's supposed to be for like the weather station storing the data for, you know, around here.
Yeah. I remember talking about that.
Yeah. And everything's just not set up anymore. It's like one of my goals right now with the club is to try to get that set up again. So we can kind of utilize all that, you know, all the equipment and stuff. But I would like to get up and running because then we would have like we would have our own data that we can go off of.
Yeah.
We don't have to like go into these sites, and I think that's what he was trying to get at.
Yeah. Less sort of estimation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely that, and then also not, his concern with the whole Noah and not getting the products. I think that maybe they might light a fire under his ass to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that to happen, which I'm gonna make another mention to him at some point soon about that. Oh, Eclipse 2017, that's cool. I what do you call it? Got email for weather ballooning again
Mm-hmm.
for with New Haven University. They're going to do a whole workshop in Connecticut, and I was trying to load this up. This is acting way too slow. You know what? I'm gonna stop sharing that screen. Forget about you, screen. They're gone. Yeah, so I'm getting. I got an email from them with like an itinerary, and they're trying to get as many people as possible. If you're interested,
Mm-hmm.
get to go to Connecticut for the weekend to do.
Yeah.
The
I'd
weather
like to
balloon.
go if I can.
Yeah.
I'd have to get time off work and all that,
Yeah,
but
you and me both. But it would be all paid for, which is good. If I can get full participation from the school. Well, I guess they would put us up on room and board. I think it's just the travel that we would have to pay for.
Which we can easily carpool, or worst comes to worst.
Yeah.
We can do a van trip.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I like van trips, but I need to go talk to them down at the Treasury Department. We'll just say that to see if they can give me some gold doubloons to do that. Just my schedule has been so jam packed. It's like I don't have time to line up correctly with them, which stinks. Oh, anything you want to look up or anything else you want to talk about?
I can't really think of anything at the moment.
No. What do you do in your free time?
Gaming if I have time for it.
What's your poison?
I'm hooked into Destiny 2.
Love Destiny.
I've been stuck in it since the Red War expansion, and it's had a tight grip on me.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun game. I used to love playing Destiny 1, and then I tried playing Destiny 2 online for a bit, and then I got sucked back into Halo Infinite because they came out with Halo Infinite. And that was kind of satisfying my whole first-person shooter kind of thing for a little bit. What's your favorite character? What class?
I'm a hunter main.
That's fair. I like being a sentinel.
Yeah, I've been getting into Titan too when I have the time, but
brute force, just go in there with the guns blazing, and that's the way to do it. I think they're making a new Destiny. I saw, or maybe it's another install. I don't know.
They're continuing with the story. Another expansion I think they're coming out with. I forgot what the code name was for it.
Is that all they're doing are expansions now?
Yeah, I don't think they're making a new Destiny.
Interesting. I don't think they're doing that with a lot of games.
Yeah.
Because so I quit video games this year. Yeah, because I was doing like esports and stuff like that. And it wasn't really affecting my grades. I just wanted to get better grades.
Yeah.
So I just decided to put it down for a little bit. But like when I was playing Halo and they were doing all these updates, right? All the updates, even though that they were updating to add this or this or this, it was never complete. You know? And I feel like that's with all the video games now. They just come out half done.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest bother that I had like recently playing video games, is because back in the day, you'd get a disc. The disc was done with the multiplayer, the story mode, the expansions on there, most of them, you know. Nowadays, it's like you get a half put together game where it's got all these coding issues still.
Yeah.
Destiny probably is not having many issues though, because it does run off of an old engine, I think, right?
It's been having some issues.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I think they're just trying to push out a lot of content.
Right. And I don't know how like beneficial that always is, because you're pushing out so much content and updates, you're gonna force somebody's like system to crash, kind
Yeah.
of, you know? It's like when you do one of those updates, there are so much memory it takes up.
Yeah.
Like I did, so before I shut my Xbox down, I haven't picked it up since. I did clear some memory off, right? And my Halo Infinite alone was half of a terabyte
Oh,
of
wow.
like updates and everything else that have been put through it. And I deleted the one I had on my computer recently, and that one had almost a full terabyte worth of data, because this thing was running even slower than it's doing right now. And I think that's internet basically, but yeah, it took up so much memory. I'm like, how does it take up almost half of my memory space? It's
Yeah.
a 2 terabyte memory on here, and it took up almost half of it, and it's all updates.
Yeah.
Which they need to stop. They need to stop. Just give us a disc. Give us a disc or a full done game in the streaming world. I don't care. But don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? Star Wars. What's it called? The Jedi, the new one that came out recently. Why can't I think of the name of it? I have it on here too. The Force
Awakens?
No, that's the movie, right?
Oh, you're thinking.
Yeah, whatever the game is with Cal.
Game.
I think I have it here somewhere. Is it under EA?
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I can't think of the name of it. Jedi something, Jedi person, Jedi guy, Jedi. God, it's really gonna bother me. So now I'm just gonna go and scroll all the way down here until I find it. I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Okay, maybe I can't find it on here. Star Wars. And just type that. Let's pop up. Oh, maybe Academy, or was it? This was the second one, Jedi Survivor. Yeah, see, this was a complete game. It came out and it was complete. Complete game, and they can do it. They just, I think when it comes to the online multiplayer stuff, they just don't do.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating, because it's kind of annoying when you pay $75-$80 and then got to pay an additional $20.
Yeah.
Then an additional $19.99, and then another $9.95, and then you might need to pay $2.99 if you want a nice custom skin.
Yeah.
That one too. But yeah, is there anything else you would like to talk about, or anything on your mind? Anything bothering you? No.
No, not really.
Not looking forward to this drive home either.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little snowy. Wasn't like the other week though. Last week it was. While we were in here, Lisa and I, you could hear the wind howling through the windows. You could feel the cold air coming through. It was windy.
Oh, wow.
So it's not that bad in here this week, because you could hear it. It was like, oh. It was ridiculous. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Because I want to get home.
Yeah, before
my butt off here. But is there anything you'd like to shout out? Is there any social media platforms you want to follow you at? You don't really care?
I don't really have any socials that I use.
Smart. She's a smart lady. Smart lady. Stay away from that social media. It'll rot your brains out. But I'm here for the brain rot. Come to X and come follow me at Charles Clotton. You can also follow me at Weatherworld, CC, YouTube, and Rumble. And also check out my other page of What's Going On IRL, where I give you the latest in some of the crazy political atmosphere and arena and what's going on today and tomorrow and every other day. So check us out. And everybody, stay safe, and you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for coming to hang out. See you soon.